Hey guys, it's Alessandria. Today we are going to be continuing playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. God, this game is going to give me an aneurysm. Okay, for those who watched the last Let's Play, you could tell that I was very much slogging through it, but you know what? Today I'm coming prepared. I have coffee nearby, I am energized, I am ready to do this. Okay. Let's do this. Well, I didn't think the music would be this loud. Hold on. I adjusted this. Every Let's Play I have, I swear, it's gonna involve me adjusting the music. There we go. Jeez. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awesome person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but the run-in with that mixer and small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just... Oh god, this music is like giving me... Ugh, it's just making me angry. I'm starting to hate this music. Anyways, failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've ever failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. I've walked other paths, I've arrived at dead ends. Oh, wait, did I already do this? Because, like, I swear, okay, because we did the thing where we were in his house. Jesus, we did this! I don't know how this dating simulator works. Why am I so bad at this? Oh god, we gotta fight this fucking thing again. I don't know how this dating simulator works. I don't know when the save points are. Yeah, we've already done this. Okay, Jesus Christ. Bear with me, bear with me. Oh god, I'm like starting to forget stuff now. Oh, fuck it, let's just read this. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil student who once upon a time prayed into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. Were you human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at this school. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book? Precisely. Orko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you ever find such book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Alessandria. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Yeah, okay, come back to my hideaway. Yeah, we've already done this. Ah! What is with this game making me relive my torture? Fuck it, I'm just gonna make really weird decisions. I'm so sorry, I am not the best Let's Player, but also this is not the best game, so, I'm not entirely in the wrong here. You gotta, right there, should you reveal your new creation to him? I forgot what we're revealing. I think it's like, it's not our feelings, but like, yeah. Yeah, original cooking. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. I mean, I will say that KFC coleslaw really isn't anything special. I don't even like coleslaw. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back to this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Well, let's look at that. That nice view. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Jesus. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I can just tell you my name right now. It's... Can you see I'm in the middle of something? That's my best anime voice. You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out in the breeze. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay, that's what the Colonel kills to get this chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken in the corner of the table. When you pick it up, you realize that it isn't just realistic, it's real. What the actual fuck? Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was still alive. A little note is clipped to the chicken's foot. It reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Oh my god. Ashes of his grandmother, I assume. You take a look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says here lies the ashes of my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. Excuse me. Oh, okay. This photo looks freaking hilarious. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure it must be Colonel Sanders himself. Or maybe or maybe this drumstick, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving away like a rattle? What? I can't read today. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? I don't know. Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Tap it on an item to discover more of the Colonel. Well, fuck that. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and you find a row of his signature white suits hanging. Take it off the hanger to try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give it yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Oh my god. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually own this out, but I must say, it looks good on you. Oh crap! The jacket! You forgot to take it off. I'm cold. You're always cold. But damn you if you're not my friend. Okay, meme reference or Vine reference. Anyways. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast! Final exams are tomorrow. Yeah, short term. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run to the door. But the thought of leaving the Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Alessandria. I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into slumber. Jesus Christ, where are we? Dream sequence. Okay, let me just grab some water. I'm doing a lot of talking. That was a huge-ass gulp. I know you probably couldn't hear it, but... Sorry, when there's so much talking, I need like, water breaks every once and then. I hope you enjoy that beautiful imagery. Zzz. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Sanders's? Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Who has fried chicken for breakfast when it's not like leftover from the night before? Excuse me. Burped a bit, sorry. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'm gonna flatter him. Like, let's be real, we don't want to fuck the Colonel after this. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool at the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotions and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and go home. What the fuck? There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You go home and find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Oh god, what did I make you do? I forgot what I had her do. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something bad might have happened to you. It's okay. But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. What happened to, like, saying hold your horses? Jesus Christ, Miriam. Then again, I like your hair, so that gets a pass for me. Wait, what the fuck is this? My god. Okay, what do I have? Pearls, jewelry box, trendy water bottle, tennis racket, hearts there, Vans, and a boy band. I want to say it's a K-pop boy band, in all honesty. They just have the vibes of it, but I don't know. I would not know. I really wouldn't. Anyways. But that thing is, like, really surprising me. Anyways, but he was interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. And I said, yeah, sure, I could get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house as if it's a proper thing, a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date, too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Ooh, we getting saucy. Like gravy. Yo, what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connections. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move forward. There is only one option here. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Wait, we're just skipping the argument? Oh, Van and Ashley. Jesus Christ, that thing is really creeping me out. Like, what if she just does she have like a boob-shaped tan line on her chest? Or no, a heart-shaped tan line on her boob. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak. Why am I doing a Let's Play? When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the squad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not grasp that fact. Because, he's Pop. That's nice. Hey, what's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I have to have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Alessandria, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it! You clench your fist, but... Oh yeah, I put my hand in a mixer yesterday. Jesus Christ, how am I not dead? You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go all cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up! Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives, just as it appears that things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Alessandria, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. Ooh. What is he doing complimenting her? Well, what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. My god. Excuse me, Alessandria. I am more capable of speaking for myself. Jesus Christ, these little sound effects are gonna drive me insane. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Alessandria. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out a spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. This is really weird. Whoa, is that a book? It looks like bad news. I keep forgetting what voices I use for these characters. I'm just like doing random shit. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of... I can't pronounce that word, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Yep, believe in magic. I don't believe in magic as a little muggle. Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find that out. You open a page to discover with arcane warnings, cast only in the case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here. It says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it'll probably help me focus better on the upcoming exam. No. That's way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Like maybe tie a string around your finger? Quick coffee break, sorry. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. I'm not gonna do it, no, we all wanna fuck the Colonel after this. Okay, every time I hear this music, I'm like getting remembered of, like, Princess Mononoke. And this is not doing good things for me, because Princess Mononoke is, like, incredible, and this game is giving me an aneurysm. Okay, there's probably the sound of a siren in my neighborhood. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up as he begins to breathe quickly. Give him a snack, a chicken snack. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. That's gonna give him like sickness or something. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. Oh, I thought it was like food. Ahem, I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Alessandria, were you studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting in on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. That actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Alessandria, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. But before we can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills out over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by a sad whimpering that comes from the back of the room. Oh, no option there. Why is it like presented like an option? I told you to save it for after class. I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. How can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. Jesus Christ, this kid. That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble, and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. Oh, so that's what you mean by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. It's over. We're over. And it meant so much to me. I made this for you. Oh my god. Is that like a hard-boiled egg? Oh my goodness. Too hard to go and argue, and Pop leaves his creation. What is the sound effect? Behind and runs out of the room. Anything to stop this fucking sound effect. Ugh. This game is gonna give me a heart attack. Not just because it's KFC. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't distract from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademarked! I'm still working on the title, but I think we get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena! Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? More coffee. I sense like some very intense shit coming up. Okay? I'm so mad I can smash my tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa onto this floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know by this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. You know, I know that you know this one, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. Those are really tiny bangs. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride onto the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us, and whoever we want to bring along. My voices keep changing for this. I'm doing like whatever here. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Doug is going to love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decide to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. Excuse me. And a chance to beat the pants of Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Alessandria's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and all these cherry blossoms. Alessandria, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, I'm just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you're here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, cost you the cook-off. You decide it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires when that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Well, I don't want to burn the dish, so I have to fess up. Oh, I think he likes me. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 100 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. You know, it was just a pot pie from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Okay, that actually looks kind of good. Now I want pot pie. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. Oh, shit, I jumped the gun. I sometimes press the spacebar too quickly. I guess my body and brain just wants to get out of this as quickly as possible. And I just spilled coffee over myself. Great. This is why I don't do a face cam, because like I'm constantly sipping coffee, drinking water. Sometimes I get bored. Some games are so boring I just check my phone during them. But I don't have a face cam because I don't want you guys to see me while I do this. There's no time left, and the final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. Jesus Christ, this orgy is gonna give me nightmares. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll put you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's been trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity of the room is a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Isn't it wash? Miriam furiously injects the ingredient into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend baster blaster! Then Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Oh, wait, when did Clank learn how to speak English? It's the singularity as foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the Impliance uprising will take us all. Yeah, I know Detroit Become Human. Self-destruct! Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. Wait, what the hell is that? Jesus Christ, I don't know. I'm like staring at that heart-shaped thing. It's probably an Ashley thing. I keep thinking, like, did she take that, like, off her jacket? Oh my god, this is so weird. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own. You're desperate not to see her win if it's another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even its most certainly evil magic? No, I'm going to do it the hard way, because I want to earn the Colonel's love! I also want this game to be over eventually, but because I am... Ugh, God. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Fuck yeah! Who needs Hogwarts? I'm gonna do it the hard way! Colonel Sanders, you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. See, I'm gonna win his love. I'm gonna win his love. I believe in you, Alessandria. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Alessandria, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Is this allowed? Is this allowed? Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly at your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did you get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up and dart cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve the Spork Monster.
Steve, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I say you're doing all right. I'm trying to do my best Pennywise impression here. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and all your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? I'm sorry, Steve. Steve the Spork Monster notices you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items that accidentally summon me, huh? Haha, yeah, I guess sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing your fresh noodles into the pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in old country. You can feel the Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition.
I understand. It's kind of like the time when Monster School had fallen asleep during a scare tactics class, and when I woke up.
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Sorry, another water break. I'm getting phlegmy. I feel like I should get like a co-let's player here, because doing all these voices is a lot on me. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know what you could ever do, how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this! I have what it takes! I'm here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange, oh my god, as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for Ghost of Student.
Yes, Alessandria, you are the chosen one! You will avenge me!
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You're interrupting my inspiring monologue! Sorry. Oh my god. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing for their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know, with this power, you could do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Alessandria, you may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed that you've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, but your time is almost up and you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What? Guy. What is this music? Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations could have surprising effects that surpass individual efforts. Coffee? Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we could form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With the time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying!
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now!
Let me guess, did Van
have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? That shirt must be so uncomfortable. He must chafe in that so much. I'm like, okay, just that feeling of a bare armpit, like, against a leather jacket. I mean, I guess it's a good leather jacket, but still. I don't know. And it's not even just, like, the bare armpit. It's just, like, the entire side of your torso. That must be really sweaty and uncomfortable.
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is
eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. Can I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks! Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or some onomatopoeia, but there is none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess, but we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. It's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But days of hard work. It's time to come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. I mean, I love noodles, but I love udon especially, but that's so tiny.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki? I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl.
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the entire dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue tip into the bowl.
Sublime! Would anyone else like to taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of the dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really healthy, cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Alessandria, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni. Oh my god. I don't know. Oh my. Uni over smooth egg custard with an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. I feel like that urchin could give you like poisoning or something.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, kinda. That's exactly what I did. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to stiff the uni, but he can't get his dog nose close on the account of the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof, woof!
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Grr.
Finally, Sprinkles goes in all, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Youch, my tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events that who would have thought that serving a bowl and food made of needles would make it difficult to eat. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour.
Don't accept the simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps at a bowl of milk.
I know. I'm a dog. I drink milk. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
Wait, what the hell is... Oh my god, Jesus, what is with your pants, girl?
I made orange blossom Turkish delight with light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected with glass sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I may ask you to refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece, but food is meant to be eaten. You don't eat the food at cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Alessandria? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it's beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job at cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. Ashley, you dumbass. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating School. School for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone else. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. Oh yeah, a student straight up died on day one. I totally get that, buddy. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What begun as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. That actually looks good. I'm getting hungry now. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I've thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. My 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly banished. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Ain't so, bruh. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend the reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back for the magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. But there were supposed to be more battles. But come on, how can you be better off than this one? Now that the school year is almost done and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, whoa, 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 whoa! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley have committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. Good God. Even in her casual wear, she still has that, boob window. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you guys to finally notice me. Well, you're still dead. So, or you're... wait, he's not dead. I don't know what I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together... It's the Spork Monster! He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that people refer to me as my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. We don't even know his name. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. The red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie. Who could command such an entrance? Colonel Sanders? Oh, it's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess. Or a queen. I'm not even sure if he knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many more tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch accidentally get blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. I am like, what? What? I actually feel like I knew it the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Okay, see ya. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Finally. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them a bucket of fried chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history and in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Wait, did I end up together with the Colonel? Oh, okay. No, it's not the end. Thank God. I'm like, is it over? Can I finally rest? As everyone... Oh, the dramatic music starting again. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Alessandria, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, I was just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? Just to name a few. Truly, it is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Fuck yeah. Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Alessandria. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I was thinking I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run the restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is your best path forward? Could it be you found... What? Oh, fuck! Come on, I went through all this effort and tortured to not earn Colonel Sanders' respect? You'll live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Alessandria, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. Well, here's the end. Okay, well, you know what? I didn't get the golden ending, but here's the thing. I am not forcing... Jesus! This music! I am not forcing... Oh my god, that was terrifying! Jesus. Dear God, it is over. Okay, so I didn't get the golden ending that I hoped I would get, but here's the thing, I am not playing this game again, okay? I am not putting myself through this torture, okay? I don't know, man, I can't do it.
You know what? I can at least say that I got through the end of a game, and that is good for Let's Play purposes. So, yeah, this is the end of I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking good dating simulator. I hope to never ever play this game again, and I am finally done these 3 hours of torture. I will see you guys next time.